All right, so we had a failure. Apparently, the broadcast here is not very easy on the connection to AT&T here is not very great. Maybe we should have went with T-Mobile or something like that.
T-Mobile,
because we're in Little Havana.
Definitely not Metro.
Metro PCS?
No.
Eric is having
Okay.
issues.
I have a Metro. Don't do it. I switched. Don't do it. No.
Yeah, please don't do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Said
all
the
right.
lady that I get frustrated with on the phone that I can't hear. Right.
All right, so let's go through the numbers real quick because we're going to cut this show short, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's fun. All right, guys, we got to let this go.
So real quick, in June, we're going to look at the numbers in comparison from June 2016 to June 2015. Obviously, June 2017 hasn't been completed, so we can't compare that one, right? So based on those numbers, from 2015 to 2016, the closed sales dropped about 6%, and less people are actually paying cash. You have about 21% of people 21% less people paying cash for the properties that are available. We're talking about single-family homes right now.
That's horrible. I love cash.
So
So fast to close those.
But I think what's happening is that people are honestly diversifying their money.
Yeah.
So there are a couple different things that might be happening here. A lot of our business comes from South and Central America.
Yeah.
Maybe those folks are having a hard time pulling their money out, right?
Because of these damn articles that keep coming out.
Yeah.
I hate you.
And then the other part is that people are getting, I guess, a little bit smarter, and they're buying with loans so that they don't have to have all of their money or all of their eggs in one basket, you know?
Yeah.
And they're spreading out, which could be not such a bad thing because they're buying 2, 3, 4 properties instead of one big property.
Yeah.
You know?
I still like closing in 10 days, though.
I think
it's
another
so nice.
thing that, yeah, I know. Realtors here. I think the other thing is, in the summer, you know, like New York and all these snowboards that come here in the summer, they don't really come here. They don't have to. It's summer where they're at.
Yeah, I mean, you're in New York, you're having...
that buy cash here as well.
Yeah, even though
If
the
you're in New
beaches
York-
suck out there.
Yeah,
I
but
said
they
it.
don't go to the beach. Like,
Yeah,
these guys
that's
are
the point.
going...
That's the problem.
Listen, and the Hamptons, the beaches in the Hamptons are fine, you know? And so they're in the Hamptons for the summer. They're having a picnic in Central Park right now. They're enjoying the beautiful weather. The skyline is gorgeous. The weather's perfect. You're not thinking, I want to get out of here. You're actually thinking, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I just saw spring turn into summer. The trees are full. There's no snow. There's, you know, it really looks nice. Like New York in the summer is beautiful.
I lived in Oregon, so it's the same thing. Like, you know, the summers are gorgeous. You don't leave there to go somewhere else in the summer. Really.
No, listen, guys, I don't care where the hell you live. Leave it and come here because it's way better.
It is way better. We have better
That's
beaches.
it. Let all the haters talk whatever they want. Oregon.
And that's the end of our show.
Energy in the last
Jesus,
show.
you know?
Seriously.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
going to go out there and see tulips?
Where
Get out
were
of
you?
here.
Where were you?
Huh? What?
Nothing. So,
Anyway, so we move on. The other thing that has changed is the price point. The price point has increased from 2015 to 2016 by about 12%.
That's single
so
family,
right
right?
now, and not even the average, the median, what we see is, in single family,
Yeah, it's
the
awesome.
median is
crazy.
the one that we see the most.
Yeah.
Basically, it went from 280,000 to 315,000, which just tells you
that's a
that-
significant jump.
Exactly, and I can almost assure you that when they reevaluate this year, the price is going to be even higher. You know, so we're still at this point. I think with a correction, it's helping the market a little bit, but still, sellers have some sort of leeway. Because the other thing is, they're getting about 95% of what they're asking for the property.
Yeah.
You know, in a single family.
And that median jump, that's for this year, right? Because in 2015, we were around 215. So from 2015 to 2016, it went all the way up to 285.
No, it was 285 to
It's
315.
280 to 350.
From 2016 to 2017.
No, 17's not over. We can't
So
count.
you can't count that.
So
Okay,
it's
yeah,
15 to 16.
16,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's a huge jump. And then I'm curious to see what happens at 17.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I mean, I think the rule here is read every article you want, read every Facebook post from every expert out there, or you can actually just look up the numbers. The numbers don't lie. It is what it is. Prices are still going up. Interest rates are still going up. Inventory is still low. It's still a seller's market. And buyers are still struggling to find properties based on the fact that inventory has dropped.
Yeah.
And so with that in mind, change your game plan and stop thinking it's a buyer's market and offering $5, $10, $15,000 under asking price, and you know, it's honestly, it's bullshit. Like, you got to get out there and you got to understand your numbers, know your market, and better serve your client. Because if your client comes here with the idea that they can get away with lowballing because they think that maybe the rest of the country might be in a buyer's market, I don't know what's happening in the rest of the country. I study South Florida, so I know what's happening here. And Miami is still an extremely strong market and will remain a strong market thus far.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen, don't listen to these articles. Find yourself a real estate agent who knows what's going on down here and listen to them. We're the troops on the ground, seeing everything that's happening. We're the ones going out there and trying to negotiate these unnegotiable properties. So understand this. It's not happening. It's still a seller's market when it comes to single-family homes.
I mean, I just want to point out that even though it's a seller's market, it doesn't mean you go crazy and ask for too much. You know what I mean? The market still is the market. The buyers will only pay as much as the market calls for. Some buyers will pay a little bit more, but that doesn't mean significantly more. As you can tell, it went from $280 to $315 as the median price point, but it's not extremely significant when it comes to actual value.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing is that's probably helpful is time to contract. You know, sellers get encouraged to put your properties in the market. The price points are obviously going up, so you probably have more value than you think from last year.
But also, don't go crazy and think that you can ask for too much because the market is the market.
Exactly, and also know that your property will sell. You know, within priced right, it should sell within a course of at least 2 months. So we're looking at, you know, from 2015, it was 54 days to contract, and 2016, 47 days to contract. So it actually shortened. It takes less time, or it took less time in 2016 to go under contract.
There you go.
You know.
So the numbers don't lie. Know what you're doing out there. Now let's talk about our sponsors real quick. I want to give a special thank you to our sponsors out there: New World Title.
Yes.
PRMG, which is Primary Residential Mortgage Group, the TRMG Group, which is our insurance group, and also our inspection company, which is Max Home Inspections. All of them you can find at nuworldtitle.com. That's nuworldtitle.com. You can find us at kurzre.com, Max Home Inspections with an S at the end.com, and then our PRMG Group. I would prefer that you go on Facebook and look for the Mortgage Chicks. And on the Mortgage Chicks, you'll find all the ladies that help us out with our mortgages. Our number one lady, of course, is Lourdes. We appreciate your help. We have Bridget and we have Yvette, who is now the title ninja in our office, working with New World Title. So everybody have that access. We're all a one-stop shop. We're here to help you and have access to our companies through our partners and our sponsors. Experiences this week.
Yes, it goes that way this time. I've been waiting.
So I just have to say, I really don't like this pattern. Okay, I was supposed to be on that side. I'm OCD. I was supposed to be on that side. I feel weird turning this way.
Glorious.
My body is facing this way. Okay. Anyway, my experience this week, which I haven't thought about very. I
have this to be all the time.
Oh no!
I do all the time.
No, shut up. I had an experience this week.
All right, no problem. I'll be quiet.
I went to see a property yesterday that was that we're working on, and I went to put a lockbox on the property, and I walk into this property, and there were. I'm walking in. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna put a lockbox. Let me just make sure that there's nothing going on inside. I go in, and then I see a piece of furniture in the middle of the dining room, and I'm like, dude, that
which used to be like a vacant living room.
Yeah, and I was like, that was not there when we last came to the property. So I started freaking out a little bit. I go, there might be somebody in the property. I don't know. I started saying hello. There was nobody there, thank goodness, but I was still really nervous. I look around.
Jen totally freaks out about stuff.
Yeah, shut up. So they took the refrigerator.
That's crazy.
And they took a shed from the
They
property.
took the shed. This is not like a tiny shed that two guys could pick up. This is like 8 guys, big truck. Like
a big
it's
shed.
a huge shed, man.
In good condition, so it wasn't wobbly.
It was really good condition. Like I stood inside the shed. It had electric and everything.
No, it's the damn shed they wanted. They wanted to put their stuff in there.
Come on,
Seriously.
man.
They took the piece of furniture that was in the middle of the living room, the dining room was a piece of furniture that was in the bathroom, so I don't know what they were doing.
They were trying to take it, honestly.
Yeah, no, so I end up stepping outside because I'm freaking out. I look outside and there's a white van with the lights on facing the direction of where I'm at, like the house where I'm at, and there's another car in front of it. Like they're, I know they're in communication. There's people in the vehicle, you know. So I'm like, I feel scared of being inside and scared of being even outside of the home because now they see me, you know. If anything, so whatever. I lock the door. I put a lockbox hidden somewhere, and then I'm trying to get in my car to leave, and the van leaves as I'm walking to my car. And then the car that was in front of the van comes and pulls up behind my car.
Ah, that's when you got to get your concealed weapons license. And you don't point like this. You do the kill shot, the gang member shot. You point sideways.
They get scared.
Obviously very experienced. So he pulls up behind me, and I'm scared as heck. Like, you know, the other thing to make this relevant is there's a car in the property that the bank was supposed to take. It was supposed to be on the grass. When I pulled up, it was on the driveway, and the keys to the car was in the mailbox when I was there last. This time around, it wasn't there. So obviously, they grabbed the keys to the car, moved the car. Okay?
At least they didn't take the car.
Yeah, I know.
Sheesh.
Thank goodness. Well, listen to this.
Oh. Oh, God.
The guy that pulled up behind me gets out of the car, the passenger, comes up to me and says, he unlocks the car. So I see him with the freaking car key. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, dude, this is the guy that like vandalized the house.
Yeah.
More than likely. And I basically, you know, he tells me, oh, don't worry, I'm going to move the car. And I go, what do you mean you're going to move the car? The car is, you know, the bank is supposed to be picking up the car, and that's the key to the car. Can I get it? And he actually gave me the key and left.
He didn't say anything when
He
you told
didn't
him
say
that?
anything.
He found himself in kind of like a position where he got stuck.
Yeah.
Like he thought she would say, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah."
Nice.
Yeah, well, and honestly, thank goodness the guy didn't do anything because you just never know. You know, if you know too much information of what's going on in a property or
If I was
something,
a chick, I would have messed with him. I would have just screaming at the top of my lungs. Ah! See what that guy does.
If I was a guy, I would have did that.
That guy would have totally.
That would have been
flipped out.
even weirder. He would have been like, "What is
Yeah,
wrong
right.
with this
Throw
guy?
the keys at the guy.
I'm leaving."
So he
That's
gave
awesome.
me the key. I didn't want to go back to the house. I ended up pulling up at a McDonald's. I called the cops. I don't know if the cops made it or not. It was like 30 to 45 minutes in, and I had a meeting to get to, so I was like, screw this, I'm leaving. So
This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the life of a real estate agent right here. The life of a realtor. So, you?
No, it's your go. It's your go.
Oh,
It
no,
goes
I
like
never
this.
do that.
It
I
goes
always
like this.
go
It goes
around
like
and
this.
then
It
I
goes
go
like-
last.
Ah. Man.
All right, my experience this
Yeah.
week. So, I have an experience this week. My experience is that I had a mandatory meeting at the office with all of the team leaders at the office. And what I mean by team leader is an individual agent who has decided to grow their business by adding additional agents and creating a team. And I think that I was starting to see multiple teams starting to pop up, people starting to get together and do amazing things, but we had fallen a little bit behind on the structure. And so I took an opportunity to sit down with everybody and kind of provide some structure, and everybody was super receptive. It was amazing. Everybody walked out of there like, all right, I'm pumped. Let's do this, you know? And so it's amazing. And I honestly, like, I'm my vibe, like my thrill is to see like what's next, like what happens next. You know what I mean? So I'm excited, man. I feel like I have potentially 6 or 7, however many it is, like $100 million teams in my office. Like I really feel that way. These guys, you know, every single team member or a team leader has their head screwed on right, and God willing, with my direction and other mentors, they turn into 50 to 100 to 150 million dollar producing teams, and they stay with me forever, and they never ever leave.
well, I'll never
So
leave.
that's yes, you won't, and neither will you. So hey,
got
Dustin's never leaving. He promised me that because he says it's too expensive to change companies. He's bought so much stuff with the Kurz logo on it. He goes, man, this sucks. I'm never doing this again. You're stuck with me forever.
Ray won't leave either.
Ray's not going anywhere. I know Ray's not going anywhere. Eric's happy. So the Vargas group.
And Mike, yeah.
So
we're
Mike's
doing
happy.
good, yeah?
So we're doing great. I think we got a great group, you know. So
Ari's
we're
like,
in.
yeah, we're vested.
So that's that. Your experience. Go.
I actually didn't have one this week, so I'm going to go ahead and sneak on out of this one, and that's why I've been trying to push these guys, because I absolutely have nothing.
You have nothing?
What are you
Nothing.
talking about? Yes, you do. The multifamily. What happened to you with the multifamily house?
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
How do
guys.
I know you
Listen, I
guys
partied
fixed
way
her?
too hard in my teen
YW.
years. Brain cells are missing. So I went to a listing appointment, I think it was like over a week ago. And it went great. The lady called me the next day. She was going to list with us. And she told me, listen, surprisingly, I actually got somebody who came up to my house, knocked on the door, and offered me cash for the house. I was like, yay. You know, I was so happy for you. I'm so ecstatic. I was like, all right, well, if you need anything, let me know. I was actually extra friendly. I told her, listen, you don't have a realtor representing you. It's like an owner to client type of thing. If you need me to see any kind of contract that they provide to you, listen, feel free to give me a call. I'll look it over for you. I'm not going to charge you anything. It's just me trying to help you out, and I'll go over everything. She thought that was great, and she reached out to me a couple days later. Listen, they offered me this. What do you think? I told her, listen, take it. You're almost at the upper side of the price point where you can actually get offered for the property. Get it and run away with it. So I followed up with her like about 3 days later. She's like, listen, the guy never showed up or nothing like that. And I had mentioned the listing to Jen at one point, and Jen has a client who's interested in a multifamily. So I go, Jen, listen, I think the opportunity is still there. Let's go over there. Let's go check it out, and let's see what's going on. So when we go over there, we come to find out the person who offered the original offering, the offer. For like it was like $390 or $380. It was below what she wanted.
He has offerings.
Yeah. So she told me, listen, I go, listen, your house seems to be listed. It's not on the MLS, but you have a sign outside. She goes, yeah, I know. I didn't even ask for this. I go, listen, I told the lady that I would sign the listing as long as she would bring me the cash buyer, because she told me that she would only bring the cash buyer if she would list with her. So the girl was trying to be sneaky and get both sides of the listing instead of just being a nice person and bringing the buyer.
And she never even showed the buyer.
Yeah, she never even showed the buyer.
So
she just grabbed the listing and ran with it.
Agents don't do that.
Never brought anything over, never even give her a heads up that they were going to put a sign outside the house or anything like that. So she goes, listen, I need you to come over and look over at what I signed and let me know if I'm still locked into this. I went over there and told her, listen, legitimately, you're locked into this. There's nothing wrong if you want to cancel because you're unhappy, or if you want to continue with her service if you are happy. She goes, absolutely not. She goes, she hasn't even called me back. There's people actually walking up to my house, knocking, asking me to please negotiate with me because they read the sign and they've called the number and nobody picks up the phone and nobody calls back.
God.
And she's just frustrated with it. And this is only like 4 days into the listing. So I go, listen, there's only so much I can do here. I can only advise you. But there is no penalty what she wrote on the listing. That's the only good thing that you have on this. She didn't write a cancellation fee. So you have a freebie out of here if you want to. So she goes, listen, I'm going to call you in a couple of days. I want out of this. You seem to know like what you're doing. You already brought me a client, and I'm not even listed with you. So let's go ahead and get the ball going with you. I'll call you in a couple of days, and we're going to go ahead and list with you guys. So
that's awesome.
That's a win.
Winning situation. I think the moral to that story is honesty and always be helpful regardless of whether or not you got the business.
Yeah.
You know, offer your assistance because sometimes somebody doesn't feel comfortable in their situation and the only person they have to refer to is you because you were helpful from the beginning and you said, hey, if you know, I understand you've got this going on, but I'm still here for you.
And
it makes a world of a
70-year-old
difference.
sister fell in love with me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
It's a Bahamian sister.
She totally did. Eric walked out and she's like, that's my boyfriend. I was like, all right.
That was great, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
You got to think for those 70-year-olds.
You know me, man.
All right, so I want to, again, say thank you to our sponsors. Again, give out our website, which is kurzre.com. That's KURZRE.com. Special shout out to our agents who are donating to our charities through their commissions. We've had a few agents do that, so we appreciate you. Our charities that we support are the Boys and Girls Club of America, the Children's Cancer Caring Center, the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals. So special thanks to those agents for doing those donations. Every penny counts. Like I told everybody, even if you gave $10 or $20, imagine if we did that so many times that it became a real significant number. You know?
They need a new facility. They need a new
there's so
speaker.
much stuff.
They need new stuff.
There's so much great stuff that they need, and there's so many people that they help for so many years. Like this is not a new charity, you know, and that goes for all three of them. You know, the Veterans Association of Real Estate Professionals is a nationwide charity, and they help veterans get into homes. And the Miami chapter is actually giving a home away in October. And
I'm excited to
see that, but they need help. They need help because they're getting the home, but now they got to renovate it. So they need those donations and those sponsors to come in and say, we'll give some money and help out. And so you guys can renovate it and make it veteran ready, I guess, if you want to give it that. And we have to choose out the veteran. We might have to do things like build a ramp outside because the veteran may be disabled. So there are just things that we have to do that are appropriate. We have not yet.
Okay,
not yet.
so maybe if you guys know of a veteran that needs this, you should reach out and give some information on the veteran.
Yeah, if you know a good veteran that could be a candidate, reach out to us. Reach out to Join the Movement at kurzre.com. That's Join the Movement at kurzre.com. If you'd like to join our company because you love what we're doing, again, you can email jointhemovement at kurzre.com or call 786-529-5273 and just set up an appointment with me. I do all the interviews and I'd be happy to meet with you. Now, final thought of the day. I'll go twofold with this. I'm going to go personal and then I'll go a little bit of business, right?
Ooh, personal.
So with personal, I want to say that I appreciate all the folks out there that celebrated Memorial Day, but I want to help people identify what Memorial Day is really about. See, oftentimes Memorial Day is confused with Veterans Day. Veterans Day is a day that we celebrate veterans for doing what they did in the military and being a part of the military. However, Memorial Day is a day that we remember those that have given all or some to war and battle as a part of a military member. There are members of the military that are still sitting in Walter Reed Hospital and VA hospitals all over the nation that have lost limbs, that are suffering with PTSD, which is post-traumatic syndrome disorder. There are veterans that have lost legs, arms, fingers, hands, toes. I mean, you name it. And they are trying to rebuild their lives to do the right thing. And then, of course, there are the veterans that never made it home, that made it home in a pine box with a flag draped over it and 6 active duty military members pulling that casket out of an airplane and into a car and hopefully burying them in a location that many people can visit, like our Arlington Cemetery in Washington, D.C. That is what Memorial Day is about, and I appreciate everyone that took a moment to appreciate the veterans that have given all and given some in a situation of war. That was my personal note. On a business note, I'd like to focus on Eric a little bit. I'd like to focus on the fact that many of you out there are trying to make a quick buck in this real estate business. And that's not what any business is about. You, as a real estate agent, are a business owner. And if you have not realized that, then get the hell out of my industry. Please understand that you are a business owner, and how you treat your clients is how your business will grow. Eric took an opportunity to meet someone, and although he did not get the listing, he was able to turn it around by saying, I understand, you got a cash buyer, they came to your door, I appreciate you wanting to work with me, but go with that. And if you need me to review any of the contracts because you're being unrepresented right now, let me know, and I'll be happy to look at it for you, not thinking about the money, not thinking about the commission, because there was no money to make by reviewing their contracts for them. He took the opportunity and he helped this lady. And because she felt like she was uncomfortable in the situation that she was in, she took an opportunity to call Eric and say, hey, remember when you said that I can call you if I needed your help? Well, I need your help. Now she's backing out of that disgusting agent's contract, and now she's going to work with Eric moving forward and listing her home with him. He didn't ask for that. He just said, I'll help you if I can. And then the opportunity arose where he could help, and because he was able to help her, he now has the upper hand and will have the listing. Good things come to those people who do good things for others.
That's right.
That's my final thought of the day. True. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Eric, for sustaining the heat out here and doing this with me. Again, we're at Ball and Chain today. Check out this area, Little Havana. See what's going on. Zoning has changed. The properties have changed. The restaurants are amazing. The people are fantastic. Come out here and check us out. Till next week, we'll see you soon. Take care, y'all.
Bye.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm not taking that.
We got to take this shot.
You're on my side, lady. I have bad kidneys.
Well, I have memory issues with this. So.
What do you mean? Who cares? Memory? Who needs memory?
Cheers.
You need your kidneys, damn it. Oh, good God.
So what you're saying is I don't need my brain?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. KurzRE.com. Visit us.